Come along with me today as we make a batch of Coastal Waters cold process soap. We are going to be using Coastal Waters from Midwest Fragrance Company, which is a bright, immersive profile highlighted with hints of lemon, marine air, and sea greens that will remind you of a beautiful coastal walk at sunset. It has notes of lemon zest, sea ozone, greens, lily, jasmine, marine waters, cedarwood, coastal musk, and dark amber. I absolutely love this in soap. The only problem I have with it is that it does tend to rise if it sits without being mixed on the soap batter for too long. So I have gone ahead and mixed everything up together. This is a coconut milk soap. I have also added kaolin clay and colloidal oats to my regular batch. I am going to be using Blue Tide mica for my main colorant with accents of white, which I am going to be using titanium dioxide. To this, I add my colorant and my fragrance at one time and mix it up to make sure I don't get that ricing. And if any of you have seen ricing in soap, you will know what it is. It looks kind of like, almost like porridge. And it's easy to blend out, but sometimes it just gets a little frustrating. This soap does tend to accelerate trace a little bit, so time is of the essence when you're working with it. One thing I do add to this soap is I do add about 8 ounces of a sea salt. This is sea salt that I just picked up from Costco. I usually use a Himalayan salt, but I did not have any on hand. I use this as an exfoliation factor and not as a sea salt soap factor. Living where we live in Utah, I feel that sea salt soap tends to dry the skin out, and especially for me, people who have sensitive skin and are prone to eczema or psoriasis or any other skin condition, this can be very drying on your skin. So using this with my normal batch of oils and butters, it ends up being a great exfoliation factor. I had some leftovers, so I grabbed my flour mold and poured it in there. This is one thing that my husband loves, is when I have extra batter, is because he gets all the leftovers. This is his favorite fragrance and his favorite soap to use, and he loves the way it makes his skin feel, and I love the way it makes him smell. So one of the requirements for the soaps for my friend was that we did a gold mica swirl, so I'm using the leftover blue mica as well as combining it with the gold mica on the top. I have to tell you, this is becoming my very favorite way of doing my tops. I am now incorporating this into all of my soaps. I just did a basic infinity swirl on the top of this, and I'm going to put it away for the next day for cutting. I forgot to turn on my camera when I was cutting it, and I apologize for that. But look at the soap, how bright and fresh it looks. I cannot wait for you guys to be able to use this bar.